Welcome back to Point Blank.
Absolutely.
Sports Bonanza night tonight. But before we continue on our football,
Let's take a comment. Absolutely, from Traka.
Shwaka just sent us a lovely email just now to wish us happy first week birthday, and there she is right on top of comments. She says, though Singapore won a medal in Olympics, we should not stress too much on the result. It is the journey and process that made it more important to life. We should not be creating a result-orientated society.
Nice.
I agree completely.
Nice one. I think it's absolutely right. Thanks so much, Traka, for your comment. JG Education actually had something to say about you guys. Basically, he actually commented saying EPL equals no good sleep, but lots of adrenaline rushes.
It's true that.
And that is exactly true.
actually had to,
so let's talk about EPL again, yes.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say I had to do what you guys do in watching the football and stay up until 2:30 in the morning the other night to watch Arsenal against FC Twente. I don't know how you guys do it. I was kind of like that before the game even started.
I think Singaporeans have no choice. To do
But that match, it was kind of disappointing though, Arsenal. 2-0.
Yeah, they got quite fortunate, I think. Certainly if England had played as well as Twente did under Steve McLaren, would win the World Cup. But Twente were good and Arsenal were kind of fortunate.
But do you think they are going to be in the hunt for title race this season?
It's going to be difficult. They've lost a lot of players over the summer, and one of the most important players they lost was Matteo Flamini, the French midfielder, who was just bursting around the centre and stopping any other team from being able to do anything, from being able to construct a move. And they haven't properly replaced him yet. They've got a young Brazilian in there called Denilson, who at the moment I'm not sure is an adequate replacement. So if Arsene Wenger can strengthen, then yes, there's enough talent and they can go on and they can put another title challenge together.
But they've also brought in Samir Nasri.
Yeah, and he is a very, very good player. I've been watching him on French football last season.
Olympique.
The very same.
I know.
AFK.
Huh?
I mean, he is a real talent. Possibly not quite in the Cristiano Ronaldo territory, but he's right up there. Lots of skills, lots of excitement. Well worth staying up late for.
Well,
nice that you stay up for, late for a guy. But
I'm making no comment on that.
Lonely nights. Lonely nights. But yes, Ernest, you were just about to say.
I was about to say...
And then you got disturbed.
Okay, I'm wearing a couple of colours. So first, the title race will be between the red...
And the blue.
The red of Man U, not Liverpool.
No blow! No blow, dude. No blow. Okay.
And the blue of Chelsea, not Blackburn. Oh no, Blackburn's blue and white. Yes. And it's definitely not going to involve my favourite team, which is Spurs, the white.
Wow, you have all the colours on.
Well done, Ernest.
And you can look completely like in support of our table tennis team as well. You know, with the red and white.
I'm telling you, I got the strokes ready. It's like that.
Ooh, wow, not bad.
That's my trademark.
Good take. Good one.
Okay,
That's called the Shanghai spin.
Shanghai spin.
Yeah. But anyway, I think the reason why
Our director says like Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, is it? Okay. Ian's got a couple of strokes, but his is with the bird in badminton.
That sounds really wrong. I have a stroke with a bird. Like, huh? Anyways, moving on.
Chelsea and Man United. Why? Because both of them have the more settled sides from last season. They haven't made a lot of changes. In fact, Man United fewer actually than Chelsea. But Chelsea, I thought it was important for them to keep Frank Lampard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a huge deal, though. Money, money, money.
So 450,000 Singaporean dollars a week.
That's 140,000 a week, right? 140,000 pounds a week.
And if you think about what happened to them last season, they had the coach sacked early on, Mourinho. They had injuries.
And then Grant after that.
Grant. And more importantly, they had injuries to the defense and the goalkeepers. And they had to shuffle that. Now, if Man United had those same troubles around the Christmas period, I don't think they might have won it. And for Chelsea to stay up there all the way and finish second, I think that was quite an achievement.
I think the greatest change for Chelsea, I mean, as Ernest says, they have got a settled side, but more importantly, they've now got a proper manager, a leader. And Avram Grant was a very nice man, but he was not the man who filled you with...
and now you are talking, of course, about Big Phil from Brazil, yo!
The very same. He will come in and he will lead them. With Avram Grant... it was difficult to sort of explain to anyone
Grant
what
had
it
this.
was like. But I'd be in a press conference and Grant would kind of shuffle in and sit down all defensive like that.
Very contrasting to Mourinho, right?
Oh,
Who's like
yeah.
always outspoken,
Mourinho
taking
was
the spotlight
incredible.
off the players. I actually like Mourinho though.
Mourinho was great. He was like a film star. But Avram Grant, well, maybe he was a film star, but only Igor from Castle Dracula. He was very,
I
very
think,
boring.
yeah, that's the thing. Because Grant, right, I mean, if you look at him, he's a nice guy. But it's just his old persona and the way he carries himself.
No interest in the media. No interest.
What are you doing?
But with Scolari
Stop
there,
asking me the questions, eh?
with Scolari there, now they have a focal point. They have
Yeah.
leadership, and they have someone who can come in and lead the players. And I don't
Apparently
think
he's
that was
slightly
always
crazier,
fair.
right?
He's eccentric. He's a devotee of Sun Tzu's Art of War, and before the 2002 World Cup, he issued a copy of the book to every Brazilian player, and they went on and won. So
What
they'd
did
obviously been-
Ronaldinho... Oh, wait a minute, he wasn't there in
No,
2002.
Ronaldinho was there at the time. I'm not sure what luck he'll have handing out books to this Chelsea squad. I think John Terry would probably eat his.
Well, it depends on whether they can read.
Well, exactly.
But he brought along, some people who used to play for him as well.
Yes, Deco is joining, which is going to be
Exactly.
fantastic. He had a poor season at Barcelona last year, but he really is a quality player. He showed that at Euro 2008, and it's going to be fantastic having him. It's great. Every year of the EPL, there's new players, there's new talent, new things to get excited about.
Now, Deco apparently is looking forward to playing next to Lampard.
I'm not surprised. Lampard's a very hard-working player who gives a lot of space to people as well. So having someone like that...
He's not a
next to him-
solo player.
No, he
Yeah.
runs himself into the ground, and people always say, "Oh, he only ever scores tap-ins," or every shot is a kind of snapshot from 30 yards that gets a deflection. But he's always there to take them. He's always pushing himself and getting in these positions. So yeah, I wouldn't say he's worth that money. I'm not sure anyone is, but it's going to be exciting seeing him and Deco at the same time.
Yeah, hey
Exactly.
guys, right now, viewers are
Have been
obviously
commenting.
excited and
Yes,
jumping
so
on our show.
Hello, Bunnies. Hello, Bunnies. Said
Hello,
something.
Bunnies. Singtel and StarHub competition in getting the contract of broadcasting the soccer matches will just raise the price. Yeah, raise the price. I think they should cooperate together and earn together, hopefully, but I think it will never happen. Inflation is making life bad. Anyway, he had to insert it in. Man, you rocks.
Oh,
I wonder which club is the
down here, other than the cameraman. Okay, and of course, a particular person that we know in the control booth, or our mothership as we know it. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the other teams in the Big Four?
It's going to be. I think it's going to be very difficult for Liverpool. The problems at the top of that club
Yeah, I know.
are going to hold them. I know. It must hurt.
It is
It
so
It hurts as a
heartbreaking.
neutral just to watch it, but
I know. Ever
but-
since 1990, no silverware. Hello. Yeah.
there just isn't the money to compete, and unfortunately, when they have spent it, 20 million is a lot of money for Robbie Keane.
I
That's-
know.
That's only slightly less than they paid for Fernando Torres. And
That's
Torres
because
is one
all
of
these
the best
English
in the world.
guys, all the English players, are terribly overpriced.
Well, it depends how you define it. I
Talking
mean,
about overpriced. Okay. Guys, Ernest, actually I would like to hear your comment about, our viewers' comment about, the competition between StarHub and Singtel.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us
I
what
tell you
you
what,
think.
you have to, I think we have to live with it, because obviously they are in this arena for competition. And I think one side of the argument says that you have to have some kind of competition to try and provide different options. And I think what's going to happen next year is that you will see that, in the sense that if you're not interested in English football and you're just interested in European football, you'll go for the Singtel meal box. But if you're interested in just the EPL content, then you'll stick with StarHub. But if you... And Singaporeans always like this. They like to present themselves as knowledgeable, worldly-wise soccer fans, Even though they can only name you the first 11 of the England team, but still, they still like to present themselves as that. And they do know a bit about the Spanish league and the Italian league. And the knowledge is actually there. So I'm thinking of some people, it depends all on the deal that Singtel comes up with. Possibly early next year, that's when we need to watch for it. If they do present us a fair deal, a subscription deal, I don't mind actually subscribing to both. I think, because I think you really need to watch a variety to know your stuff.
Well, I actually would want to watch people from the Brazilian league. which we haven't got on either channel. I mean, Corinthians. Ooh.
Yeah.
So watching them play is like poetry in motion.
Okay.
So could we ask you? Okay, we've talked about
Liverpool,
Chelsea, we talked about Liverpool, and we talked about Arsenal.
Yeah.
So that leaves one.
That's where my money's going. They've won it the last 2 seasons on the bounce. I think it's going to be tricky for anyone to stop them this year, particularly if they get Dimitar Berbatov in, because he completes the team. Having someone.
It's still not confirmed, right? Like the
No,
$30 million.
still not. No, we were checking the websites.
Just checking the headphone as well, you know.
Yeah,
I think Ferguson was on the line with him, I think.
You were doing the deal, broking it. You're his agent now?
No, Ferguson Tan. From Toa Payoh Hub. Yeah.
No, I think if he
He
joins,
cooks the noodles for Chiaowei.
if he joins, that will make all the difference. They will have that focal point. Chelsea, I think, will take a little while to adjust. But Manchester United won't need that time to adjust. I think they're going to be absolutely fine, particularly with Wayne Rooney returning to the starting lineup tomorrow, apparently.
Correct.
I tell you what, I'm going to go with Chelsea.
Really?
I actually would go with Chelsea as well.
They have a settled side, they have a
over
charismatic manager. And I think Ronaldo is going to create a couple of problems within the dressing room.
Really?
Yeah, he's just going to walk in with his
Usual struts.
peacock feathers. No, anyway, I don't know why. I just think that Chelsea, the key factor was keeping Lampard. They've got a charismatic manager, and he's known to pull out a couple of surprises out of the hat. And yeah, generally they seem to have this luck with a new person in charge.
Correct. They seem to. They seem to. And Man U, I mean, people actually wonder if they've already peaked. You know, and now, I mean, Ferguson has arguably already said that, okay, I only need one more person, the team's complete. He's got that one person, so, well, let's see if he can deliver it this
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's a lot of sense in what Ernest says. So there is a first time for everything.
Wow. Spurs.
It will
But for
be
the first
very,
3
very
months,
close.
Spurs are going to dominate the top 4, right? Yeah, come on.
Okay, we
Thank you
Thank you so
much,
much, guys.
both
It's
of
been a
you.
pleasure being
We
here.
love
Thanks
you.
for having
A
us.
pleasure having you here.
Has he shown you his English Kaki skills?
No.
No? Show us your
English
Kaki.
Kaki,
I
show
have
us.
no English khaki
Do the
skills.
step overs.
There's no step. I'll fall over.
Is
I
it
can
this,
do
is it?
that. Yeah, that's the one.
Show us, come on,
See,
come
I
on.
can't, no, I've got no khaki skills. I think Ernest has bigged me up.
Okay, well, we'd like to
Thank
thank
you.
our
Right.
guests, who, of course, were from the newspaper, and you can definitely get more updates from them every day, in the morning and in the afternoon, right?
That's right.
They will
Yes.
be working really hard throughout the whole EPL to, of course, bring you the freshest news every single day. You guys are going to be working hard, yeah?
Well, you know,
Definitely.
we're watching football for a living, so I don't think it's that difficult.
Yeah, they can't complain. You guys shouldn't complain. So, meanwhile, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been fantastic being here. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank
Very
you.
much.
Thank you for staying with us on Point Blank. Razor's Top 5 is up next.